for me, that is what, first and foremost, what I want is to be able to reflect the character of Jesus to my students.
I raised the knife, now I wish I wasn't.
Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
To me, faith is
something that is unique to you and your relationship with God.
believing in God even if He's not there.
It's a leap, but it's a leap rather into the light.
I open my eyes and I see your plan.
School was really hard for me. I was never really good at school. I was one of those students who were disengaged because my mind was outside thinking, what are we going to do at recess time? What are we going to do at PE? I can't wait to get outside and play. Who's going to be on my team? As I struggled with what I was going to do in my what I was going to do with my life, God just sort of began opening doors that I had no idea of. I went to Chanute Air Force Base. It was an 8-month program where they trained you to work on weather equipment. And while there, again, unbeknownst to me, God was doing a subtle work in my life. I began to be a little more conscious of the friends that I was associating with. Some of the things that I had done in the past, I knew, man, that wasn't the direction I wanted my life to go. And then as I was getting to the end of my 4 years in the service, I again began to thinking, well, what next, Lord? At this point, I'm asking God, what next? I finished my tour of duty in February of '76, and some friends invited me to Redding, California to spend some time. I was debating whether I wanted to go back to Indiana or stay out west. I really liked it out west, beautiful country. And I was really wrestling with this. What am I going to do with my life? I really wanted to serve God in some way, wasn't sure how. So I took them up on their offer. I went to Redding, California and stayed with them for about 2 months. And in the course of this 2 months, one of the members of the Redding church, who was a friend of theirs, invited me to his classroom. He was teaching at the Redding Adventist Junior Academy. He was teaching 5th grade. The clincher for me came the last day that I was there. Kids were getting ready to go out for recess, and one of the little girls comes up to me and says, are you going to be a teacher? And I said, well, I don't know, I'm thinking about it. And she says, if you do, I hope you become my teacher, which floored me at the time, and it really made me seriously think that God was calling me into education, which is a complete departure from anything I would have ever thought before. If you would have asked me when I was in elementary school or in high school if I would want to be a teacher, I said there would absolutely be no way. I wasn't good in school. I didn't like school. But I think God enjoys doing the surprising in a person's life, turning us around and making weaknesses strengths. And so I said, well, Father, if you're opening this door, I want to go through it. I don't know exactly how to go through it. You're going to have to lead me step by step. I applied at PUC, and they didn't have space for me. So that door was closed. So I'm still thinking, well, should I go back to Indiana? And that kind of pushed me in that direction, coming back here. So I came back here, and that's one of the things that has always amazed me, that God can use an imperfect instrument like me. I know who I am and what I am inside, and it's amazing that God can use someone such as I. But for me, that is what, first and foremost, what I want is to be able to reflect the character of Jesus to my students. If they could see a little bit of Jesus, even a little bit of Jesus in me, I feel really, really good about that.